Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. OK, let's dive deep into the response does not support blob as a body issue, issue 757, on GitHub, which often arises in client-side JavaScript when dealing with fetch requests and responses that involve binary data like blobs. I'll break down the problem, explain the underlying reasons, provide code examples, both problematic and corrected, and offer comprehensive solutions. Understanding the issue. The core issue manifests as an error message similar to or. This error generally occurs when you're attempting to use a blob directly as the body in a response constructor, or when you are trying to use a response object's body more than once. It's often tied to improper handling of the readable stream that backs the blob or response. The problem in detail: blobs, readable streams, and the response object. To understand the issue, we need to understand a few key pieces. 1. Blobs, binary large objects. A blob represents raw, immutable data. It's a common format for handling files, images, audio, and other binary data in the browser. 2. Readable stream. A readable stream is an interface for reading data in chunks from a source. Think of it as a pipe that data flows through. Blobs are often backed by a readable stream. Once the stream has been read, it cannot be read again. 3. The response object. The response object represents the response to a fetch request. The body of the response can be various types of data, including blob, array buffer, JSON, text, or a readable stream directly. The response class provides methods to extract the body in a specific format, example.blob, .json, .text, .array buffer. 4. Fetch API. The Fetch API provides a modern interface for making network requests in browsers. It returns a promise that resolves to a response object. Why the error occurs. Readable stream locking. When you use a method like .blob, .json, .text, or .array buffer, on a response object, you're effectively locking the readable stream that represents the body of the response. Once a method has consumed the stream, you cannot use it again. Attempting to use another of these methods on the same response will throw the readable stream. Body stream is locked error. Direct blob as response body. Less common in some, rarer, cases. You might try to construct a response object yourself, passing a blob directly as the body argument. While theoretically possible in some browsers/environments, inconsistencies in implementations and how readable streams are handled can lead to errors. Common scenarios where this error appears. 1. Reading the response body multiple times. This is the most common culprit. In this code, you're trying to read the response body as a blob and then as JSON. Since .blob consumes the stream, .json will fail. 2. Incorrect blob handling in response constructor, rare. This is less common, but if you are constructing your own response objects, you can run into issues. Solutions. Here's how to resolve the response does not support blob as a body and related errors. 1. Read the response body only once. The fundamental solution is to ensure you read the response body only once. If you need the data in multiple formats, read it once and then process it accordingly. Important in this case, the API endpoint /API/data should only return one type of data, example a blob. If you need both binary data and JSON, you'll need to modify the API to return the data in a format that can be easily converted, example base64 encoded data within a JSON object. 2. Clone the response, if needed. The response.clone method creates a copy of the response object. Cloning allows you to read the body of each response independently. However, be mindful of the potential memory implications if dealing with very large blobs. Important: cloning should be used judiciously. If you can refactor your code to read the body once, that's generally the better approach. Also, cloning is a synchronous operation, so it shouldn't be used repeatedly in a loop. 3. Convert blob to data URL or base64 encoding, if necessary. If you absolutely need to access the data in multiple formats, example blob for image display and JSON for metadata, a common workaround is to convert the blob to a data URL, base64 encoded, and include that in the JSON response from the server. Server side, node.js example. Client side explanation the server reads the image file, encodes it as base64, and creates a JSON object containing both metadata and the data URL of the image. The client receives the JSON response and can then use the data.image value as the src attribute of an img element. Advantages: avoids multiple reads of the response body. Allows you to easily transfer both binary data and metadata in a single request. Disadvantages: base64 encoding increases the size of the data being transferred, approximately 33% larger. Can be less efficient for very large images. 4. Use readablestream directly, advanced. In some specialized scenarios, you might want to work directly with the readablestream representing the response body. This gives you fine-grained control over how the data is read. However, this is more complex and requires careful handling. Explanation: response.body.getReader gets a readablestream default reader for the response body. The pump function recursively reads chunks of data from the stream using reader.read. The chunks are accumulated in a uint8 array. When the stream is finished, done is true, the accumulated data is converted to a blob. Advantages: maximum control over data processing. Potentially more memory efficient for very large files, if you process chunks incrementally. Disadvantages: significantly more complex to implement. Requires careful error handling. Potential performance overhead if not implemented efficiently. Example scenario: displaying an image and downloading it. Let's say you want to fetch an image, display it on the page, and provide a download link. Here's how you can do it correctly. Key considerations: content type ensure that the server is sending the correct content type header in the response. For example, if it's a JPEG image, the header should be content type image/JPEG. This helps the browser correctly interpret the data. CORS if you're fetching data from a different domain, you'll need to ensure that CORS, cross-origin resource sharing, is configured correctly on the server to allow the request. Error handling always include robust error handling in your fetch calls to catch potential network errors, parsing errors, or other issues. Memory management when dealing with large blobs, be mindful of memory usage. Revoke the URL created by url.createObject URL, when you're finished with it to release the memory. In summary, the response does not support blob as a body. Error is usually caused by trying to read the body of a response object multiple times after it has already been consumed by a method like .blob, .json, .text, or .arraybuffer. The best approach is to read the body only once and process the data as needed. If you absolutely need to access the data in multiple formats, consider cloning the response object, with caution, or modifying your API to return the data in a more flexible format, example base64 encoding within JSON. Always handle errors and be mindful of memory usage.